So some of you guys know I actually live in Texas. Now in Texas, I live in a city named Austin, and what you guys don't know is that there is a festival going on right now in Austin called Austin City Limits. My friends and I call it ACL. Obviously the abbreviation is Austin City Limits. Basically a 3-day long music festival that takes place once a year. However, this year, and I think last year as well, it was extended to 2 weekends, so 3 days, and then 1 week later it'd be another 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's a really big deal here. A lot of people look forward to it, and it's like part of growing up here in Austin. Now I've actually been to ACL a lot of years, but I did not go this year, and the reason being is that I just don't think that really music festivals are for me. You know, I used to like it, you went with friends, but now it's just not that fun to me anymore. I just don't enjoy it. But today I'm going to tell you guys a story that took place a few years ago at ACL with me and one of my good childhood friends when we accidentally snuck into the VIP section at the Coldplay concert. So it wasn't just a Coldplay concert, it was like a whole festival, but Coldplay was one of the headliners that year. I cannot remember what year it was, I'd have to look it up. I'm guessing it was 2012, 2013, 2011, something like that, within that range of years most likely. So it all started with a handicap pass. Now a handicap pass is when you get a little wristband that says, hey, I can't be in the crowd, you know, I have like a broken leg, or, you know, I can't be around all these people, I need to be able to go to the front. We used to just go up to a little tent and you just say, hey, I need a handicap pass for this reason, blah, blah, blah. We used to take turns wearing this like boot for sprained ankles that this guy had left over and go one by one and get a pass. But as you get older, you want to be in the crowd anyway instead of being, you know, front row. But that's what you would use a handicap pass for if you really needed it. Anyway, I got a handicap pass that year, like I did every year. You know, most of the time I was in the crowd, but every once in a while for like a really big concert, you just want to be in a section where there's like not a lot of people, and a lot of my friends did it as well, so we'd see them there and it was kind of like a whole big thing. So the thing about handicap passes is that if you have one, you can take one person with you into the handicap section. So if you have a friend or a relative or a parent or whoever it may be, you can take them, but only them, with you into the section. Obviously it'd be pretty weird if you could only go in there by yourself, but that was the rule. So when the time rolled around for the Coldplay concert, me and one of my really good childhood friends named Chase decided to use my handicap pass to get into the handicap section for the Coldplay concert. So usually the handicap sections would be right in front of the stage, you know, right in front of all the people. But for really big concerts, they put it in the middle. I don't really know quite why they did this, but that's just what they did. So to get to the handicap section, we would have to walk through the middle of the crowd. Obviously, there was like fences, so we weren't like walking through people. But we had to go to the side of the stage, tell the guy like, hey, handicap pass, and walk to the middle of the crowd. It was really weird walking through all these people looking at you, but you know, you're going to a handicap section, like you're gonna sit in bleachers, you know, it's a pretty good deal. And now what we didn't know at the time was that you had to walk through the VIP section to get to the handicap section. That's just how it was arranged, and you just walk right through, and then after going through the VIP section, there'd be like another guard, and you show them your handicap pass, and you would walk in. So we didn't know this. We just kind of walk in, and we just walked in a straight line to the first guard that we saw, and I showed him my pass. He was like, yo, let me see your pass. I showed him my handicap pass as I thought I was getting into the handicap section. He kind of looked us over like, what are these kids doing? At first we didn't really know what was going on, and he asked, what are you drinking? Because I had a Sprite can in my hand, and I was like, Sprite. You know, and I guess he thought we were drinking or something, but we were pretty young. We were like, maybe like 14, something like that. Anyway, he asked, what are you drinking? I said, Sprite, and he was like, all right, go in. We were like, that was weird. So we walk in, and we just stay there because we thought it was a handicap section. It was really open though, so we were kind of confused, but we didn't really think about it. We were just waiting for the show to start, so we sat down and we waited. So the show started, and we kind of started to realize that we don't see any other handicapped people with us. We see a lot of other people, they're standing around, they don't look handicapped at all, and they all have the same lanyard on. It's a lanyard, and there's a little rectangle kind of pass on it, and it says Coldplay, okay, and that's all it says. So immediately we're like, okay, we're in the wrong spot. We are the only guys in here without this Coldplay VIP pass, and we didn't know that at that time it was a VIP pass. We kind of assumed, but at that time we still don't really know what was going on. So as we were kind of looking there, standing around, the show kind of already started. My friend pointed out that, hey, yo, that's Gwyneth Paltrow standing right there. And at the time, I didn't know who Gwyneth Paltrow was. Now I still don't really know much about her now, but I know that she was the husband of, I think, the singer of Coldplay. Maybe he wasn't the singer, but I think he was. But anyway, my friend was like, yo, Gwyneth Paltrow is right there. And I was like, I knew the name, didn't know who she was, but I was like, oh my god, like, we are not in the handicap section. So it was at that point that we realized that we had accidentally snuck into the VIP section, and the guard that stopped us at the front was actually deciding whether or not to just let these random kids with no pass into the VIP section. Now guys, the ACL, to get into a VIP section at these giant bands like Coldplay, Foo Fighters, Drake, Kanye West, anything, you have to have a badge from the artists themselves. You can't buy one. You really cannot buy one. It has to be family, close friends, or relatives, and that's it. So honestly, it was pretty weird and not really a good thing that guard let us in, but I guess he was feeling good and he saw two kids that liked Coldplay, I guess, and let us in. Obviously, when we found out we were in the VIP section, we kind of looked around like, where's the handicap section? We look over, and I guess about 50 yards to our right was another fence, and then there were the bleachers with the handicap people sitting all over them. You could see because they had like crutches and stuff like that. We're like, well, we're not moving, so we're just there in the handicap section, and there's like free waters and, you know, like a bunch of stuff. And in the middle of the show, they start blowing up all these giant beach balls, and then they just like help, and we get to help them kick them into the crowd. So we're just like having a great time. My friend's kicking this giant beach ball into the crowd, and we're just like having a good time. We're not moving. The one thing we didn't do is talk to other people in there. We figured like, all right, just keep to ourselves. Don't cause any unnecessary attention. And yeah, so don't talk to anyone or else they may realize you're not VIP and kick you out. So we kind of kept to ourselves. Now, the funny thing about the whole situation was that I actually fell asleep in the VIP section. Yeah guys, that was my 14-year-old self. I guess I just wasn't that big of a Coldplay fan, and looking back, I really wish I had just like, you know, had a good time and just, you know, had fun instead of falling asleep. But I was so tired that I found somewhere to sit down. I put my head in my hand and I fell asleep in the VIP section of a Coldplay concert. And it was only like 10 at night, but it had been a long day, you know. Music festivals kind of wear you out. You're walking a lot, you're standing the entire day. And so yeah. But anyway guys, that is the story of how me and my friend accidentally snuck into the VIP section of a Coldplay concert. If you enjoyed, let me know by smashing that like button. I'm really excited to bring you guys these stories. I don't have that many stories. I'm not like Luna or Austin FFA, however you want to call them. But I do have the occasional funny story. So I want to bring you guys a lot of these before Black Ops 3 comes out, so you're not left with just no content. But guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you did. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video.